Hello everyone, myself Sabri and I welcome you to our channel Solution Bridge Network and one-stop solution for all your Power Platform tutorials. Today we are exploring one of the versatile control of PowerApps, the gallery. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced PowerApp user, understanding how to leverage the gallery control can significantly enhance the app building capabilities. By end of this video, you will have a knowledge on what is a gallery control, type of gallery control, properties of the gallery control and its limitations. So now, what is a gallery control? The gallery control in Power App is crucial for displaying and interacting with data in your apps. It provides a dynamic and visually appealing way to showcase information from various data sources such as SharePoint lists, Excel, SQL databases, and much more. With its customizable layout and interactive features, the gallery control allows users to easily navigate through larger datasets and filter informations. Whether you are creating a simple list view or a complex form, the gallery control empowers you to design intuitive and efficient user interfaces for Power Apps application. Now let's see what are the types of galleries we have. So we have around 5 types of gallery, and the first comes as the vertical gallery. This type will help us to display the data item typically in a list format. Vertical galleries are commonly used for displaying long lists of data such as customer records or product catalog entries. Second comes the horizontal gallery, which helps to display data items typically in a row format. Users can scroll sideways to view additional items, making it suitable for presenting data with horizontal orientation such as images or product catalogs. Third comes the flexible height gallery. This type of gallery adjusts its heights dynamically based on the content of each item. Fourth comes the flexible width gallery. So similar to flexible height gallery, it adjusts its width automatically based on the content of each item. Finally, the blank gallery. We have full control over the content and layout of this type of galleries, allowing us to customize it accordingly to their specific requirements. Blank galleries are often used for creating custom layouts. Now let's jump to my computer screen where we'll be adding a gallery and exploring its properties. I have already opened a blank canvas app where I just have added a header and connected to my SharePoint list which is called user management. My user management list has 3 columns. One is the username, the email, and the image URL associated with that user. So let's go to the tree view and add a gallery to the screen. So go to the insert and I'm planning to add a vertical gallery. So let's click on the vertical gallery to have it added to our screen. Let me position it accordingly and expand it to the complete width and rename it as user management. Now let's explore the components of the gallery. So we have a small rectangle which highlights when the item is getting selected. We have a separator between the 2 items. We have a next arrow. We have a subtitle, title, and an image. Since we doesn't need this next arrow, I'm selecting that and clicking on delete to get it removed from the subcomponents. So on selection of this gallery, to your right, you will be able to see the list of properties, and the first one is the data source. So since we already have a data source connected to your app, on clicking this drop down, you'll be able to find it, and I'm just selecting it so that the gallery control will get mapped automatically. You can observe the name and email gets auto mapped and image is still blank. We'll fixing it in the later part. So next comes in the property is a layout. So we have an image, title and subtitle layout selected. If you want to change, you can click the drop down and select the required layout to proceed. So next we have a visible property, position and size. And if you scroll down, you'll find an option called border. And currently if you just select somewhere out, you will see that our gallery doesn't have a border. So select it and increase the width to 1. So our gallery will now have a border. So we have wrap count. Wrap count defines the number of items that will be displayed in a single row. So if you just see, you will find a small edit icon in the gallery, and if you click it, you can see the first template is getting selected. So the number of templates in the first row will be determined by this wrap count. So if you just increase it to 3, you will find 3 items will be displayed in the line 1. There you go. So next is the template size. This defines the size between the point here and here. It defines the height of the template. So here you can see it is 104. I'm planning to increase it to 120. Now you can visually see the size is getting increased. Next comes the template padding, which defines the distance between each template and the border. So let's make it as 10. So we will have a distance between each of the items. There you go. Next comes the scroll bar. So once you run, you will find a scroll bar here, and this will be defined by that scroll bar option. If you're interested in having a navigation rather than a scroll bar, you can just turn on the navigation. So you'll have a small indication here, and you can just click on Alt and click this to scroll. So next comes the navigation step, and this can be used if and only if we are enabling the show navigation. The navigation step defines the number of lines which we need to skip once we are clicking this button. So here it says 1, and if you just change it to 2, you can see that this Lydia Parker will go and replace Sawville once I click, which means we are just skipping 2 line items. So let's click on Alt and click on this button so that Lydia Parker moves 2 steps up. Next comes the transition, and you can see it is set as none. So this will help us to show a visual effect when hovering over the gallery item. So let's click the drop down and change it to pop. And if you just click on Alt and hover over any of the item, you can see that the selected item is getting popped up. So if you just want to change it as push, you will see that is getting pushed. So next comes the display mode, which is edit and tab index. As I said earlier, we need to fix this image. So I'm just selecting the image and changing the property of the image as this item dot image URL. So image URL is nothing but the name of the column in my SharePoint list which has the image URL. There you go. Now you can see that individual images of these line items are getting popped up. Now we will expand this rectangle to the complete width of this item. So whenever we are selecting an item, we will have it completely highlighted. So let's increase the width bit more. I'm just updating the width as 10. So you can now just select it and drag it to the complete width. So just select the color, go to the custom and reduce the transparency to 10. So we will be able to view the item at the backend. So now let's run the app and see it in action. So we have a small scroller to scroll through the entries. Else if you want to use this navigation step, you can use. And if you select an entry, you can see that that's getting highlighted. Let's come back and add some more controls where we will be giving the privilege to search for a name, sort the entire list, and resetting the entire list. Let's add the control to achieve this. So go to the insert and add a text input, which we can use it for searching the names. Place it accordingly, increase the size, and let's add a sort and a reset icon. So go to insert again, type sort, and arrange it accordingly. Let's reduce the size bit more and arrange it. So I'm just copying pasting the sort icon again and go to the icon property and change it to reset. So currently we have the placeholders for searching the name, sorting the entire data, and resetting the gallery control. So we will just now update the commands for each of these items. Click on this reset icon and go to the on select property and type reset the name of the gallery control. So the name of the gallery control is user management. Select that and click on close. So now let me click on alt and click this reset. So now you can observe that automatically the first item is getting selected, which confirms that the reset is working. Now let's select the text input what we have added, rename it as search text, and I would like to enable the clear button and remove the default text available. Click on the gallery control, select the data source and update your data source as search user management data, where it is asking for the text which we are interested in searching. So it is nothing but the name of the input control what we have added, which is search text dot text. And now this asks the which column that we are interested in searching. So the column is the name, which is title in my SharePoint. And then I'm typing title and just close the bracket. So you can see a small zigzag lines under title, which is because that we have a delegation warning. So we'll be understanding what is a delegation and how to overcome the delegation in our future videos. So let me run the app and type the name Iris and check if it is working. Since you typed Iris, you can see automatically it's getting typed. And once you clear it, you will be able to see the complete list of informations. So let me select Kimberly and click on reset to make sure my reset is working. There you go, reset is working. Now finally, we need to configure the sort function. To achieve this, I'm going to use a variable. Variables are keywords which can be defined in one place and can be used across the application. There are two types of variables. One is global variable and another one is a context variable. Global variable can be used once defined in any part of the application, and context variable can be used in the same screen where it is defined. So I'm planning to go for a global variable, and to define a global variable, we need to use a function called set. So I'm using the set, and now it asks for the variable name. So I'm saying variable sort. I'm just saying variable sort. What is the value of variable sort? Now it is blank, which is false. So I'm just saying it reverse of variable sort. Now if you select the variable sort, you can see it is blank. And now if you click on the alt function and click the sort, and if you come back and see the value, it is true. And if you again click it, it reciprocals it, and now you will get a false. So on click, it changes the value between true and false. Now let's select the gallery, go to the data source and make a small tweak to accommodate the sort. So click here, make a placeholder for the sort function. So we are calling sort by columns, and let's consider the below line as a complete source. And now let me add a comma, and now I need to select the column which I'm planning to sort. It's the same title which has my name column, and next comes the sort order. Here I'm planning to use a small if condition. Whenever my variable sort is true, then it is sort order dot ascending. Let me type sort order dot ascending, else it is sort order dot descending. Let me close the bracket of the if condition, and now let's close the bracket of sort by columns. You can see my gallery is getting filtered. So now you can see the name which starts with W comes as first. So let's run the app, click on sort, make sure it's getting sorted. There you go. Now the name with W goes at the last. And if you reset, the first will get auto selected, which starts with A. So let's try if our search is working. I'm planning to search Amy. There you go. And if you just type any two letters, then it will automatically filter all the names which has these two letters. You can clear to view the complete list, and you can just click on reset so that your first item will be visible. Next comes the limitations of gallery. There are certain controls which we will not be able to use a part of the gallery. They are display form, edit form, PDF viewers, Power BI, rich text editor, scrollable screen, and a web barcode scanner. And one more limitation what we have is we will be able to add one gallery inside another gallery and not more than one galleries. So next comes its key properties and its explanation. Please pause the video and take a look. By this, we come to end of the video, and I've added the Microsoft official documentation link for the gallery where you can go through for additional details. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, hit the like button, and press the bell icon for our new video alerts.